Hey, Moguls, it's Dr. T here, and our focus today is all about the infinite game. All right, how moguls create generational wealth that never runs out. Okay, moguls, because real wealth is not just about stacking cash, it's not just about how much you can accumulate in this lifetime. It's about more than that. It's about acceleration, it's about momentum. It's about creating a dynasty where wealth doesn't just stay. It's not just there, right? It's growing, expanding, and it multiplies endlessly. This is a different game. This is the infinite game. The game the ultra wealthy have been playing for generations, while most people are stuck just trying to make it and get by. All right, again, I'm Dr. T. I am your mogul maker. And if you're ready to master the game, which is a very important one, of generational wealth and step into a true financial level of sovereignty, right? Of actual freedom where you're in charge, it'd be really great to have you hit the like button and just also make sure you are subscribed. All right, moguls, because on this channel, this is where we turn leaders into moguls, right? This is where we turn partners into power couples, businesses into empires, families into dynasties, and where we transform reality itself. So you can have a life of health, wealth, power, and freedom. Okay, so let's get into this upgrade. Very important. Step one to understand that the difference between accumulation and acceleration will make all the difference with the wealth that you have. Right? So we got to know that difference, the difference between accumulating wealth and friggin' accelerating wealth. Okay, it's very important. I mean, most people are taught to think about wealth as something that you collect, right? They just grind it out for money. They save it up. They hope it lasts. They're clinging to it with the freaking scarcity mentality. But moguls think differently, right? Wealth isn't something you hoard. You're not you don't want to be this kind of scarcity person. I've been around a lot of people like that. It is so awful. It's just a miserable way to be. This is a different paradigm. Wealth is something you accelerate, right? Acceleration means that every dollar, every asset, every investment, all of it just moves with momentum. And having gotten to work with some very, very high net worth wealthy families in this world, I can tell you, they're not just making money to pass it down, right? They make actual systems of wealth that keep growing and going on forever. And it's a whole mechanism, it's a whole different paradigm. Okay, because the game of wealth, it's not just about getting rich. The game of wealth is about creating your own economy, your own ecosystem. This is your own reality, right? One that moves through time across generations, expanding with every cycle, with every new piece of the succession plan, the new generations, right? The heirs. So ask yourself, am I just making and collecting money? Or am I setting up an acceleration of my money? Right? This is what we have to understand. So if this is hitting home, if this is really resonating with you, moguls, take a moment and just drop into the comments infinite wealth. Okay, so I know that this is tracking for you. Step two, we got to really understand the infinite game formula. Very different paradigm here. All right, moguls. So to play the infinite game, you need three things: the right vehicles, right? Not all wealth builds momentum. Some things actually keep you stuck in cycles. We got to have assets that build and compound over time, things like investments and real estates and certain types of businesses and intellectual property and things like that. Got to have like cash flowing investments, right? That in the best case, don't rely on your time. Things like businesses that don't run requiring, or businesses that they're running and not requiring you, right? But the whole time the business is growing and the equity is expanding, but you're doing whatever you're doing. Because, right, if you think about it, if the wealth is dependent on your effort, it's not infinite and you're not playing the infinite wealth game. This is why you need the right structures, right? And most people don't structure their wealth properly. So it often dies after 1 or 2 generations. Things like trusts, holding companies, sovereign financial structures, multi-generational investment strategies, tax efficiency, legal structures that protect and grow wealth, right? Because remember, the wealthiest families in the world are not just starting from scratch every single generation. They structure their money, right? So it keeps growing beyond them. This is the infinite game. This means we got to have the right mindset and education, okay? Because the reason that most wealth disappears is because the next generation doesn't know how to keep it flowing. That's why we need to create these amazing dynasty families. We need dynasty families to all train together to learn wealth principles early, to train the family on investment strategies and build this mogul leadership capacity in everyone. This is that dynasty vision. So the family is all in on it, every generation building it up, moguling up, not starting over, which is so terrible to do to people because you don't do the dynasty program. This is why I love our dynasty maker programs where families literally come together in this whole new paradigm. So they create momentum, acceleration. Why would we want to skip out on all of this and make the next generation and the next one and the next one start freaking over every time? It's absolute insanity. And your lineage, your ancestry trying to make it next, the next one, the next, it's insane. You're just on literally on a hamster wheel rather than right here, right now, you step into this new paradigm. You make the shift and become someone that prioritizes a dynasty vision. And we get the whole family in on it. I don't care how many people are like, I don't want to do this. I want to sit around and watch Netflix and go water skiing and, whatever it is, sit around gossiping about people and doing nothing. Just the things I see people doing when you could be creating a dynasty with your family and everyone is in on it. So there is a system, an ecosystem, an economy that sets everyone up generation after generation, succession. This is what the word succession means. Okay, it's very different, moguls. It's not about just making money. This is a multi-generational wealth blueprint. Okay, so if this is resonating with you, if this is making sense, please hit the subscribe button now. Okay, because this is what we do at the International Moguls Club. This is what we do to upgrade people into moguls, empire makers, dynasty creators. And if you want to learn more about transformation, grab my best-selling books. And they're Wall Street Journal bestsellers. They're all about transformation. Those are in the link in the description. And while I'm at it, I want to make sure you also get your free human design report and learn your exact purpose and how to fulfill it. This is also something you can do for your partner and every single family member for free. It's my gift to you. And you can know what everybody's purpose is in the family as you're leveling up to become a family that has a vision all about being a dynasty. It's very, very important. Okay, moguls, let's take this to the next level. Okay, so step 3 is how we keep this wealth flowing through time. Moguls. Most people lose wealth because they really think too small, right? That's why I love to focus people on being a mogul, building empires, creating dynasties. It's a bigger reality, right? But so many people think small. They're like, I want to get rich for myself, right? They're just like, I want to be rich. That's like the big goal. You spend your whole life, I want to be rich. And like, instead of, I want to build a system of wealth that outlives me, right? I want to design a reality that keeps accelerating in wealth after I'm gone. That's my legacy. Okay, so ask yourself, will my wealth still expand 100 years from now? Right? The real moguls are focused on this, right? They're not just like, I'm saving money. They put the money into motion. They're not like, I'm just building a business, right? They build empires, dynasties, institutions that go on for generations. And they're not just buying assets, okay? They're buying legacies. This is how dynasties are made, okay? So the step 4 is how to activate this infinite shift in your wealth reality. So let's make this upgrade get all the way in. Here is the ultimate move to understand. Most people think that wealth is about them, but true moguls think about generations. This is very important. I don't know about any of you, but having the people that came before me, honestly, if I can just keep it 100% real, not give one shit about being able to give something to me, even though I'm given a master class in being a person, it's, let me just say it, it's not a mogul move, right? We don't want to be like that. If you're on that path, this is a wake up call, right? This is not what you want to send forward as your legacy to your children and grandchildren who were just like, mom was this, or dad was this, or grandma was this, or we don't even know. Like, that is not what you're looking to do, right? You can live on infinitely when you do things different, right? When you do what the moguls do. And what they do is they set up structures where wealth continues growing, whether they're there or not. They create a legacy blueprint, really, that lasts for centuries. That is freaking epic. That's the great dynasties in history and the great dynasty families all around the world. And the ones that I'm getting to connect with, the ones I connected with when I lived in the States, amazing. The ones I'm connected here in the UAE, incredible people. And they're doing it differently, right? They're making sure their knowledge, strategies, power, all of these systems are passed down so the momentum never stops. This seems obvious to me, but I know I didn't get this in slave school, and I am so overeducated in amazing education, but it took me, thank God my human design is all about mogul fabulosity. So I didn't get this growing up either, right? But this is the moment that it changes. This moment, this is the game you should be playing anyway, right? Not just getting rich for yourself, but making sure like that it's going to flow through your lineage, your bloodline forever. That is some seriously badass mogul level. Okay. This is why we built the International Moguls Club. So you can be connecting with this. Because I will tell you, all my financial advisor clients who have clients are just like, they never listen to me. And I'm like, all right, this is the content we're doing. Okay. So if you want to master this, right? And I know you do, you want mogul mastery, just make sure, number one, that you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you keep moving through all the upgrades, watching video after video on this channel. Make sure you hit like, make a comment, let me know you are in the flow, making the upgrade. Just don't sit there by yourself moguling up, right? This is a absolute community creation. This is a mogul movement. All right. So also go to the description now. Make sure you get that human design report. Click on that, make that happen. Grab the books, get them on your shelf. They are also beautiful. I designed them to be style pieces, accessories for your home. And I want you to be able to make the shift The first book is the methods, second book is the commitments, third book is the pattern shift. And I've got so many new books that are going to be coming out in succession here soon. And I'm really excited about it. So, Moguls, time is now. All right, let's make this shift. All right, Moguls, to wrap this up, I'm really very proud of you all for taking this full upgrade in today. All right. You're all now looking at playing the infinite game, and I want to see you make a commitment to that. Just put committed to the infinite game and drop it in the comments. Together with this community that is for you, right? This is your community, right? We are starting, creating, leading an international mogul movement. This is exciting. This is us elevating the frequency of the world one mogul at a time. And that means you. Okay, so I'm really excited for you to take this upgrade all the way in, internalize it, make the shifts you need to make, take a step in the direction of wealth acceleration, right? And I want to tell you all, you are amazing. You have done so phenomenally with all the jacked up things that have ever been done to any of us all in the world that have been colonialized, programmed, oppressed, and suppressed by the power structure, putting most all of the mass population through the slave system that looks like an education. While they play this game, they're playing the infinite game, they're giving you the slave game, and now you are awake, and this is the time to make the change. And the good news is, you are capable of being moguls. I am here for you. I am devoting my life to you, understanding what it means to be manipulated, controlled, distracted, confused, programmed into being small, while the highest level people program themselves into moguls who have it all. And this is the time to shift it. The only way to do it is move in the direction that you need to. And I want you to know, all of you, that I love you. I absolutely love you. And everything I do, every moment of every day is for you. Okay? I get you. This is about you. And I invite you to receive these mogul ups, take them in, move in the direction of moguling. And I want you to check out the next video to keep you elevating this frequency, achieving way more mastery, and just stepping in to your ultimate mogul reality. Okay, moguls, see you soon. Bye bye.